there's this old adage. A child is asking his grandfather, the tribal elder, about the wolves. And the grandfather says, well, there's two wolves. And they're fighting. And one is goodness and joy, positivity and empathy and love and kindness. And the other wolf is greed and jealousy and fear. And the child asks the grandfather, well, which wolf wins? And the grandfather looks at him and says, whichever wolf you feed. And that's what depression is like. You know, your mind is always feeding the wrong wolf. My name is Ted Hesser. I'm an adventure photographer, a videographer. I work with some of the most capable athletes in the mountains, and I try to tell their stories. And I have to pinch myself sometimes that I'm doing it, that I'm living this life, that I've created this life for myself. But it's not what it looks like. I think people look at my life through the lens of social media. People see these images and they think it's something other than it is. But the truth is that, you know, I struggle with depression. And that's a weird thing to say, because in a lot of ways I'm quite privileged and I've been granted a lot of opportunities. But, you know, mental illness is indiscriminate. It doesn't really care. Like, the hardest steps I've made in my life have been when I'm in a major depressive episode. They've been substantially harder than climbing to the top of a tall mountain. It's just amazing how hard it is to break that, how hard it is to get out of the apartment, how hard it is to get up off the couch. There is no cure, there is no answer other than strong daily habits. And exercise is one of the best defenses. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. Running is painful. Running is suffering. Running is not easy. It's like sustained discomfort. It's a tactic, it's a device to take some of that suffering going on and to take control of it, to put it in a form of my own choosing. And there's something about living with such mental anguish that makes running really attractive, because it takes that mental anguish and it displaces it and makes it a physical discomfort, and that's relieving. There's a certain kind of turmoil that's happening within that the mountains help to resolve. It has nothing to do with standing on the summit or completing the objective. It has everything to do with the journey. It has everything to do with the practice, the training, the daily meditative pursuit of getting into the mountains and having an experience there. All of this is about self-worth, feeling whole, that you feel valued and valuable. And you have to create that. You have to get out and go run in the mountains. You have to feel strong. The truth is, we all have a cross to bear, and they're the most challenging aspects of who we are, and we all have them. We all are just human beings bouncing around, trying our best to deal with our own shit. And that's okay.